Former City Councilman Gary Bredefeld has dropped out of the race to replace Lee Brand in District 6, and that leaves two first-timers to battle it out for voters. You heard from Jeremy Elvis Pierce last week, and this week we are very happy to have Holly Carter joining us here in the studio. Holly, thanks so much for being with us. We appreciate it. No, you are not new to politics in any way, Holly, but this is your first time running for office.
Absolutely.
You excited?
I am. Yeah. I am excited.
Now, why are you running? I read an op-ed that you wrote in the Fresno Bee back in August talking about all the red tape that business owners, such as yourself, you run a PR company, that business owners have to jump through in the city. Is that why you're running?
That's one part of it, one piece of it, yes.
All right, explain.
Well, I do consensus building for a living, and over the last, gosh, not quite decade, I've been representing businesses large and small and dealing with City Hall and doing what would be job creating by getting these businesses the tools that they need to start and grow has been very difficult. And it feels to me like the last 20 years have been campaigns that have centered around this idea of economic development and job creation. And here we sit, and we're getting ready for another, presidential election, and nothing's changed. And I think we need new independent thinking. We need common sense approach. And I just think it's time for somebody that's really we the people to step up and be a voice.
Now, should you get onto this council, in what way this we the people, the independent voice, what sort of ideas would you then bring?
Well, I would bring the ideas of the business owner, number one. I am a business owner, and it just feels like even with for instance, the development code that was just, a couple weeks ago passed, or maybe it was a month ago now, the business owner isn't taken into consideration when this policy is being drafted. And it's not a people problem, it's a process problem. And so I think that it's just going to be a new way of thinking, and it takes courage to step up and suggest maybe perhaps doing things a little bit differently. I have a job. I don't need a job. I'm not interested in being a career politician. I love this city, and I see what we can be, and I believe that I am uniquely qualified to step in and add my skill sets to bring us forward.
One of those skill sets, I know that you specialize in crisis communication as part of your job. In what way would that be an advantage and really a tool to be used?
Well, that's a great question. For crisis communications, I think when we're being attacked, which we are so often as a city, we're constantly the brunt of jokes. Definitely being able to develop that messaging where we're able to define ourselves. It's define or be defined, and Fresno has allowed itself to be defined by the rest of the world, and it's time for that to stop.
I know that you have a lot of people backing you in this run. Lee Brand, who I just spoke to, obviously, in this show, he is backing your opponent, Jeremy Pierce. Should that matter to voters?
I don't think so. I think that the entire country is to a place where we're not really so interested in continuing doing what's always been done. I think we, as a country, as a city, we're ready for fresh, new voices and independent thinking. And having the political establishment wrap their arms around somebody and sort of pegged as the political establishment person, I don't know that is going to be something that's good for him. I don't know that will bode well. All
right. Holly Carter, running for District 6, Fresno City Council. Thanks so much for being here, Holly.
Thank you very much.